So now that whole title of that CNBC clip was a mixed message in housing. There's a gentleman that's been on my radio show recently, actually hosts his own radio show on 1170 AM KCBQ Mondays. He hosts a show called Military Mondays from 7 to soon be 9 p.m., a 2-hour show that is committed to helping those who have served and also understand what's happening in the real estate market. So rather than comment too much, I'm going to bring him in here to help me understand what's going on in the marketplace. John Reeves, good to have you in here.
Thanks, Craig. Good to be here again, bud.
So mixed message on housing. You know, I think every housing situation is unique. You know, right?
Absolutely.
You've served. You help those who have served accomplish what we call the American dream here. We really appreciate it, but every situation is different, right? Interest rates move with the marketplace, whether you're buying or selling. But on your radio show, you've been talking quite a bit about the marketplace and helping people. Tell us a little bit about your show.
Well, I mean, it's the mission is to educate, empower, and engage veterans, military members, and friends and family of the U.S. military. Right now, a huge time for our business because there's a lot of buyers out there. Interest rates extremely low. There's a ton of veterans and military members who are in the market to buy.
Well, former Marine, right? So tell us about your service. You started there. Obviously, we thank you for your service. Everybody hopefully watching does as well. I certainly do. And then you progressed to be one of the top producing realtors in the San Diego marketplace, top 1%, I believe, nationwide. As far as VA goes, there's no one who's even remotely close. You are specifically niche. Not to say that you can't help others outside of that, but your entire team, even your vendors are strategically aligned with you to help those who have served. So tell us about your service.
Well, I mean, I started 17 years old. I walked in the recruiter's office, joined the Marine Corps, did very well. I was in the infantry, got to see a lot of the world. Decided I wanted to go to college, get an education, so I went to the U.S. Naval Academy, walked on, played football there, had a great opportunity, played rugby there as well. Afterwards, after graduating, I was commissioned, came right back out here to California as a Marine second lieutenant. Did my time there, Iraq, Afghanistan, played rugby, representing the Marine Corps and the Armed Services.
There you are on the screen right there, a young buck.
Yeah, playing rugby, represented our nation over in Australia. Came back in 2010 from Afghanistan, decided it's time to go into a different, getting shot at.
How many times did you serve?
Served Iraq once, Afghanistan once.
Thank you for your service. So you've served this country, you've done a lot for us in that regard, and we appreciate you. You know, this show is committed to that message for sure, and certainly with my radio show and your radio show as well, and for all of you who have served. An amazing thing about those who have served is that there are just incredible opportunities when it comes to the real estate market, right?
Certainly.
So you had, in a past show, you had referenced a book that you'd read, Rich Dad, Poor Dad. It's also a book that I read. It's a great book. It's a great book for anyone getting into business. And that sort of got you changing your
That was
your
a
mindset.
Transition point. I read that when I was in Iraq, over in the sands of Iraq. I read that book and decided, I want to invest in real estate. So I came back here with my deployment savings, started investing in real estate. That was my first taste in as an investor. Was never happy with any of the real estate agents that we used. In fact, we were actually very, very let down by the real estate agents that we used. And we decided, well, why don't we just get licensed on our own, my wife and I. Let's represent ourselves. Well, within doing that, about 6 months later, now there's 20, 30 of my fellow Marines, junior Marines, asking me, can you help me the way you bought your homes? I'm like, absolutely. And that's really where the business started, and it's grown exponentially ever since. When you help out 1 or 2 military members, all of a sudden you have 20 or 30 to help because they've all spread the word about what you've done for them, and we've changed a lot of military members' lives.
There's 17,000 real estate licenses, so you're like many San Diegans who've gone out, tried to buy a house, been frustrated by the experience.
Indeed.
It's why we're very selective with who we call the real estate elite that we feature on the show. There is only one that I recommend if you have served in our military and you're exploring buying a home or you're looking to sell a home. John is the guy that I really do want you to go to. And let's speak about some of the things that you've done. You've now transitioned your life and your career path to helping people accomplish the American dream of home ownership.
Yeah, absolutely.
How many people are you helping on an annual basis? I mean, you're being featured on radio, certainly on this show, Executive Magazine. I mean, you've won a tremendous amount of awards. Explain how you're helping people actually do that.
I mean, it's very simple. You take what their need is and you transition it into a reality. And we've been very successful doing that. Our team has now helped 2,800 people either buy or sell homes.
2,800 people that have served.
Absolutely. And it's an honor. I mean, you're taking someone's what they want and you're making it into a reality. That's what I did in the Marine Corps. I led people, I helped people, I changed lives there. I'm not doing it in the Marine Corps anymore. Now I'm doing it for those people who are still serving. And we do it every single day. We've helped people in 36 countries who are moving back to the United States, who are PCSing in, people on carriers, people in Afghanistan. They reach out to us from everywhere. These are members of our military. We've walked in their shoes, or their boots, so to speak. We've been there, we've done that. And now we know how to help them the best because we bought while we were in. We're helping them do the same thing successfully. Our whole team is veterans or spouses of veterans or veteran affiliated.
Yep, and your vendors as well.
And yeah, our lender right now, Synergy One, Dan Lehman, prior Marine. I served with him in the Marine Corps, published author, Mortgage in Layman's Terms, my fellow radio host. Guy's a powerhouse. He has changed so many lives with his ability to get that VA loan done in 17, 19 days. It's unbelievable.
Yeah, those who have served, we talk a lot about real estate as an investment, but it's more importantly that it's a home. It's going to create a lot of stability. You're coming back, having served multiple tours like you. What better thing to do than to establish, a nice life in a home? And John can help you do that. And this is one of the things our government really gets right. You can buy a house with no money down, no mortgage insurance, which we can save that for a later show. But basically, things that people who haven't served, people like me and a lot of people watching today, they don't get access to that those who have served have. And I think it's an awesome thing that happens from our government for buying a home, and certainly San Diego being a military town as it is, it's awesome to have you here helping thousands of people accomplish the dream of home ownership. John Reeves,
thanks,
I
Craig.
hope that anyone who served will reach out to you today. They can go to reefpointrealestate.com. John is the only guy, the only professional that I would refer you to if you have served buying or selling real estate. And something for a later show, he's also helping people to advance investment strategies when it comes to VA opportunities and benefits. So really, really good stuff, cool stuff that he's doing there. So, John, appreciate it.
Yep, you bet, Craig.
All right, man.